Dabba 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 da. Lupin the Vlog. Rescue the Shrewish Girl, also known as Rescue the Tomboy, is the 21st episode of the original Green Jacket Lupin III Part 1 series. Rei Makita has been unknowingly been the hostage of her Uncle George, who is blackmailing Rei's father, Ken, into becoming a safecrack once again. You see, Ken was actually a safecrack and partner to Lupin's father, Lupin II, and yes, this is actually the first mention of Lupin's father in the Lupin III series, in the anime. Let me preface this, the anime, not the manga. Lupin shows up as he was asked by Ken to rescue his daughter Rei. Rei, not really knowing the whole situation, resists getting rescued by Lupin, with George and his men chasing after them. In the middle of the chase, Rei contacts the police and then Zenigata gets into the whole mix. So, will Lupin be able to safely transport Rei back to her waiting father, or will George capture her once again? This is a very heartfelt episode. There's a lot of things to like about this, although I do have one big complaint. I don't know where the modeler or what they were doing with character model sheets for this episode, but Rei, she looks exactly like Fujiko does. Am I the only one that sees this? Regardless, with Rei looking almost exactly like Fujiko, there is a little mini arc of her saying like she doesn't like thieves and liars. Little does she know that her father was a thief, and also a liar because he never told her that he was a thief along with Lupin's father, which, unlike other depictions of Lupin II, this one makes him look exactly like Lupin I. And you know, for the first time that Lupin II has been mentioned in the series, I think we can give him a pass for making him look exactly like his old man, Arsène Lupin. The big set piece in this episode is on a whole train sequence. Lupin just so happens to have come across this train when he was running away from George and his men. And I can definitely tell that this was a Miyazaki-directed episode. It's got engineering with the trains, there's a tank that comes later, a helicopter flying through, as well as a strong-headed female protagonist, I guess you could say. She is the main focal point of this episode. There's no real stealing unless you count stealing her back to her father as such. I also want to mention a big what the hell highlight in this episode, where as they are running away from George's men who are flying in a helicopter, in almost a minute he creates this makeshift catapult arrow thing out of a tree and another tree and launches the tree straight into the helicopter, which normally would have killed them, but just so happens they're just in a cloud of cartoonish dust and just lying around unconscious. It's stuff like this that makes me love Lupin. This is another episode where I do want to spoil the ending a bit because it's what makes this such a heartfelt episode. So if you don't want to be spoiled, you can stop the video right here. Check it out. I highly recommend Rescue the Shrewish Girl. Find it at your local Hulu, or, you know, you could buy the original series on DVD. Go to rightstuffanime.com to get your copy. In the end, there is a tank, as I mentioned earlier, that Zenigata and the rest of the police set up to barricade in a bridge that is separating Lupin and Rei from Rei's father, Ken. With this dire situation, Lupin takes Rei aside and tells her to go to Zenigata, tell him that he alone was responsible for kidnapping her. Don't even mention her Uncle George. Let him take the fall for it. Lupin, that is. So Rei goes and does that and is allowed safe passage to then be reunited with her father, leaving Lupin to run away from Zenigata and the police. a real heartwarming moment and is the nice cap or this nice cherry on top of a well-deserved episode. So, what did you all think of Rescue the Shrewish Girl? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, Lupin fans, this is the Manga Man. I'll catch you later. Hi. So this episode didn't have an ending recap of the next episode to come. I guess this is another sign that they have cut down on most of the budget, or they didn't really think that they were going to get much more out of the original series. But fear not, there is more Lupin to come. So I'll catch you next time.